Hello, everyone, and welcome back to us playing role-playing games. But now we're playing Star Wars because Nick killed all our Dungeons and Dragons characters, so we had to start a new game.
Allegedly.
Oh, wow. I thought he was going to protest and be like, no. But wow, I guess we really are dead, guys. Shit.
Well,
Tried to get a spoiler out of me. Not gonna happen.
rolled that bluff and it worked.
Yeah. So, this chapter of these heroes' stories is called the Ossus Job. We join 3 young learners of the Force, 1 Mandalorian bounty hunter, and a mysterious droid. Our young Force learners are looking for their lost friend, Sada, who was kidnapped a year ago by the evil Inquisitor Volker. This same Inquisitor killed the person that trained you, Vox, your mother, Velnia, and took the Beskar sword, which is your birthright. I think I'm going to start with you, Vox. You've been hunting Volker for years now. How old you want to be is up to you, but this has been going on for a while. You've realized that Volker is hunting these 3 kids, essentially. You've picked up a job working on protection for a starship that they're going to take. The idea being, if you hang around them, your target, Volker, is going to come to you. You get paid for doing a job, and you get your goal at the end of the day. Now, I need you to tell me, how did you win your most recent trophy that's hanging from your armor? Is it a Wookiee braid? Is it the cloak of some Imperial officer? What is that?
I have no clue. Is it on my character?
No, I just like,
Okay.
if you want to make something up.
I got nothing. I was just hoping to kind of make him new, but kind of not as a young character. But I'm not sure how young.
Maybe early 20s?
I was thinking early 20s, but I wasn't sure how young these guys were.
We'll get to them in just a minute.
Okay, let's say 22.
Okay. Sounds good. So a better question, do you have any trophies yet?
Probably not. I would say not. I would say I'm still young and I'm trying to get a name for myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how you want to do, like, if I have a spaceship or not, because I'm a bounty hunter. So
Well,
I was going to say...
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Yes.
What series of events happened where you lost your spaceship and your jetpack is now critically damaged? Do you want to tell us how that happened?
I wasn't even expecting to have a jetpack, to be honest.
Well, you do, but it don't work.
Okay.
So...
You can have it, but you can't have it.
Yeah. You can hold it.
I would say maybe a bounty gone wrong, maybe.
Okay.
And they outplayed me because I'm still young, trying to learn the game kind of thing.
All right.
But yeah, I'll probably say that. Probably got my ass kicked, basically.
Yeah.
They took my spaceship. They messed me up pretty good, damaged my equipment, which is my jetpack and anything else, I guess. And now I'm kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't be by myself.
Yeah. So maybe it's good you're with a group.
Exactly. Yes. I'll probably leave it like that. I like that, actually.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get back to you in just a moment. Next, Partana, do you just want to go by Tana? You're muted.
Yes, that's much easier.
Tana? Okay. Tana, you have been searching for Sada for a year now. You've gotten your first clue. You got a data pad, and you were able to encrypt it a little bit with your knowledge, and you found out that she's being transported to a planet called Ossus. And you found someone who is willing to take you there for the sum of 2,000 credits, which you don't have, but you convince them that you'll pay them once you get there. Master Negotiator, you. Now, first question, what color is your lightsaber?
White.
White, okay. And
And always will be.
you guys are stuck on the planet right now named Radma. How did you mess up so bad to land on this stinking pile of a planet?
Asking the wrong people the wrong questions. Sorry, that's up to you.
No, I went for the captain of the ship and I was like, being all convincing. But apparently he had met Zeltrons before and he was equally convincing. And I was not up to the task of knowing he was a lying asshole. So he took everything we had, except for our lightsabers. Well, he took everything I had and dumped us here with a,
Yeah,
you're gonna pay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I just got swindled. I need to be wiser. I was a
little bit
very
less
bad
gullible.
Jedi.
You are trying to set the example for Curl the Wookiee and young Reyna. That did not go over so well.
No, and I've been like beside myself with guilt. It is not a good look.
For a sense of time for everyone watching, the Death Star blew up just a week ago. Hope has been struck into the galaxy, but the Empire is trying to extinguish that rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go Reyna next. Reyna, you are with Curly the Wookiee and Tana. First question, what color is your lightsaber?
Blue.
Blue? Are both of them blue?
Mm. I would say yes.
Yes, okay. Second question, how do you feel about being stuck with, let's be real here, the losers of your former class?
I'm not too happy about it. Definitely not. I would think, how long ago did I escape?
That was about 2 years ago. You've
Oh,
been on
okay.
the hunt for your missing friend for about a year.
Okay.
Sorry to interject. That was 2 years ago that she is then free.
But and that's for you too, Curl.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So I escaped the slavery, and who's my missing friend? I guess I missed that part.
Sada, she is a Twi'lek. Tana was sort of like a higher level of student. She was a little bit more learned and was like a teacher's aide to you guys. Sada would have been that other teacher's aide, for lack of a better term.
Okay, and I'm looking for her.
Yeah, all you guys are looking for her because she knows the whereabouts of the other 4 members of your guys' class.
Okay.
Some of which I have to assume you're better friends with than the people you are now.
Okay. So yeah, I would say I'm not necessarily like enjoying myself being with these people, but I see the benefit of working with them, and I want, I see the end goal that it's gonna get me to Sada. So I'm there for that purpose.
Okay. Last question. You are definitely more naturally skilled in the Force than these other 2. You're able to pick things up super quickly compared to other people who struggle for a long time. Do you think you do a better job of leading than Tana right now? You are a few years younger.
I probably question it like from time to time, but I don't know that I want the responsibility.
Totally.
Right. So I probably have moments though where I'm like, could have done better, I judge how they do it, but ultimately I don't want the gig.
Yeah.
Could have done that.
Management's not for me. I like to be able to blame my problems on someone
Exactly.
else.
Yeah. But I'm gonna judge it.
Yeah.
Could have done that better. I just chose not to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Curl, first question, what color is your lightsaber?
I actually didn't spend too much time thinking about that one. Probably like a foresty green, like a really
Green.
deep earthy green.
Gotcha. Now, hiding your lightsabers is the top priority. You guys are being hunted by the Imperial Inquisition, and nothing gives you away being a Force user more than a lightsaber. How are you, Curl, a person who doesn't wear clothes, hiding your lightsaber?
I love that you have posed this. This is awesome. So Curl has a huge like beard. Like what isn't fur from his face is just in his chest, and it's like all braided together in these like huge, almost dwarfy like braids and knots and stuff like that. So there's just shit hanging off of the fur that's tied into the braids, and it's like tucked in there, kind
Got
of
a
in
snack
way,
for
like-
later. You've got
Yeah.
weapons.
No, yeah, there's definitely like some meat kind of drying somewhere in the folds of the fur and like all this kind of. I don't smell awesome. No, I do not smell great or am awesome to be right next to.
You're the smelly kid.
I am kind of the spacey, smelly kid. Yeah, a little bit.
You're not a
Uh,
human, right?
No, I'm a Wookiee. I'm
Okay,
a big old furry berry hook,
He's
very
a
Wookiee.
big old Wookiee.
Yeah. So there's just braids with little decorations of stuff, little beads or some shit, and it's like kind of tucked in there in a way that it doesn't look. It's like I've got a lightsaber braid.
Yeah, right. Somewhere in there, there's a lightsaber.
Reach in
So-
for the lightsaber, grabs a meat stick instead. Fuck.
Yeah, Slim Jim. Slim Jim.
Teriyaki.
Shit, shit.
Ugh.
Keep pulling out long boys. Okay. So this is for people who have been around Curl. He says, and your master said that he can see the future. However, you guys are unsure because from your perspective, this large, smelly Wookiee just kind of zones out for about 5 minutes and then knows how to do a puzzle or where an open door is or knows where he's going to sleep tomorrow. Like, okay, yeah, bud, sure.
It's like really pointless fortunes. It's like a broken sort of warning where every morning I wake up and I'm like, something bad will happen today. And then somebody stubs their toe and I'm like, I warned you.
Yeah.
And then
You
me.
definitely have got I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, that's my character's tagline for sure.
And I'm so gullible. I go with it every time without question.
You just eat it up. Pearl, one last question for you. How do you feel about the current situation, your friend missing, trying to find them? You are generally detached from most matters, mostly because you can see the future. You don't worry about some things because you know it's going to end well. How does this whole situation phase you?
I imagine it's one of those things that's really, really hard to see into, that like anytime I try, it's really dark and can't really see much about it. So it's probably something that I'm just taking a day at a time and kind of seeing how things are as they come, and not really a good feeling about it. Definitely going with that, it's a bad thing, bad feeling about this, bad juju surrounds this whole thing. Yeah, not very pleasant. I try and like stray people away, like we should go do anything else. We should be doing anything else in this galaxy, but this is where it's leading us. It's where the Force
You've got a
wants us.
really bad feeling about this whole thing. And as this year's gone on, you've tried maybe not to be super helpful because you feel like it's putting you guys down this path towards destiny, the destiny that might be good, that might not be good. And today on Ord Radma, boy, do you have a bad feeling about this. Okay.
How did we get to this planet? I'm sorry.
I got sent here by pirates.
That's right. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, Tana got the group swindled. Last character, H3X. You're a droid whose memory has just been wiped. You awake and do a system diagnostics, try and figure out what's going on. And you realize that inside you right now, you've got 3 droid brains. You should only have 1. 3 is too many. It's working a little bit too hard on the CPU. Some things are going slow for you. You try to figure out why you've got 3 brains, and it looks like the original brain, the other 2 were installed to try and hack. You try and access that, and it says classified Imperial intelligence. That's all you can get. And then being a droid, it's classified. You're not supposed to look into it. You don't. Normally when droids get their memory wiped, it just kind of resets them to factory default. But since you've got so many bells and whistles going on, this was a hard reset. You just learned that you were a droid the other day. You learned what a spaceship was. You learned that you could fix a spaceship and you're good at it. You learned that what a blaster rifle was and that you could kill someone with it. Hell, you did that yesterday. Is there any stunning revelations since you've become conscious that you'd like to share with us?
It kind of depends on my environment.
Okay, yeah. Right now you are on a bombed to shit planet called Ord Radma, being stormed by stormtroopers while lightning storm rages and black rain rains down. You currently find yourself in what's called a cantina, surrounded by all sorts of different alien species.
I wonder mostly why I'm here in a cantina seeing so much emotion.
Well, your owner, Dax, bought you a few days ago and brought you in as some muscle. Some people are afraid of your large droid stature. You are about as tall as Curl the Wookiee. You're almost 7 feet tall. Big, kind of scary looking droid. Also a bit of a note, you've got a bit of a quirky personality from the 3 different brains, the constant memory rewipes, and things constantly not working. So some droids are kind of robotic. You've definitely got a personality of your own, and you are discovering what that is.
I like it. No real revelations. I'm more so standing post and working out the inner line, trying to figure things out. I just killed a man. Is that bad? There's a but I'm looking like I'm completely with it.
No one would know. How would they know?
They would never know.
Brandon, do you remember the Robo Brains from Fallout? My shit's being bad. Ugh.
Okay, we're gonna move over.
Robo Brains?
Yeah, do you remember Robo Brains from Fallout?
Yeah.
That's kind of what you sound like. How you described having the several brains. That's kind of what I think of, but
that's awesome.
In a different body.
I got that sense too, so that's cool.
Okay, dope.
Okay, this map is kind of big, so we are in the bottom left-hand corner of it. Tell me when everyone can see their characters. So you guys are all gathered around the table. Dax has got, everyone's got a round of drinks except for H3, who physically can't drink. And Vox, are you the kind of Mandalorian who takes off your helmet?
No.
No? Okay,
at least not
they
yet.
got a drink for you and it's just sitting there on the table getting warm.
I'll just probably hold it in my hand just to go with the crowd, I guess, but
Yeah.
not actually drink. But yeah.
So Vox, Dax hired you to be security for this job. He is now talking with the clients, which are these 3 young kids. Dax, this dapper young man, doesn't look more than in his mid-20s himself. Sitting next to you, Tana, goes, so what do you need to get to Ossus for?
Personal business.
Come on.
No,
All business is personal business.
indeed, but you don't need to know this one.
Keep that attitude up and I might have to charge you extra.
I'm sure we can work something out where our confidence is still secure.
So where'd you pick up the walking carpet?
Oh, this guy? He's been around for ages.
Watch it, buddy. I got a voice. I'm gonna nail it down later though.
He's just an old friend.
So, Raina, you are technically too young to drink. Are you drinking?
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Tana, are you going to let that happen?
I'm kind of afraid of Raina, actually. So I'm going to try to gently persuade her if I am allowed to roll against a player.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this would be a great time to do it. So how do you want to do this? That'll determine what skill you're going to use.
I'm gonna try and just Raina, let me get you something without alcohol in it. Okay? Don't want to attract any attention over here.
Okay, so we're going to do a contested roll. Normally I'd make this difficult, but you're just going to roll your set of green dice, and then Raina, you're going to roll your set. Raina, you are going to be using your, let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to say your streetwise stat. You've been around, you know when someone's trying to manipulate you. So you're going to roll 4 green dice. I don't have your character sheet pulled up, Tana, but you're going to roll your charm check, and whoever has the most success is going to win here.
Okay.
So I just arrow up on
Arrow
four,
up 4, so you got 4, and then press roll
on
dice.
green and then roll dice.
The standard dice roller. Oh yeah, there you go. You need to start with dash. There we go. So what is it? 2 yellow, 2 green.
Quick side note.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. I got it. My computer decided to close all my browsers at once. Love it. All good now.
Okay.
Okay, so I got 4 success and 2 advantages.
What did you get, Raina?
I got 3 success and 2 advantage.
Oh!
Ooh,
Okay.
close.
Boy. All right, so I just very, very calmly here. What's your favorite non-alcoholic drink?
Pink lemonade.
I know you love the pink juju fruit drink. I'll just go get you one real fast, okay?
Make sure there's sugar around the rim.
That sounded so intimidating.
There's your advantage.
Make sure there's sugar.
Sit.
Yeah.
So before we continue negotiates, I get up, I get her a drink, sugar on the rim, extra lemon. Thanks. And I put it in front of her, like, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, you ask a wandering waitress. One comes up and brings that over.
I dig the tokens on here, by the way, man. This map is pretty dope.
Thank you. You wait till you see the whole thing. I put a lot of work into this. So Dak says, okay, I've got almost everything in order. I just need to get the ship up and started, warmed up, if you will, and clear all the docking permits. The Imperials being a real pain in the ass right now with people trying to leave. But luckily I got the credentials. I just need you guys to go pick up the supplies from across the street so we can go. I'm going to go to my ship. You guys go get the supplies, meet me there, and then we can take off. H3, you follow them. Make sure they're behaving. I don't know, they're kids.
I tell Dax before he leaves, make sure you go to the bathroom before you go to your ship.
You want to trust him. Just do it.
Okay, buddy. And he pats you in a patronizing way and then tries to get you some scritches under the chin. But he realized that under the chin, there's many hard, potentially sharp objects. The fuck?
I'm sure before he even gets to that point, like the smell or even looking at the fur, realizing the mats that his fingers would have gotten stuck in.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So he leaves. Vox, have you said anything to anybody yet?
I have not. And I might have missed it, GM, my bad.
Yeah.
So my job is basically to protect them, right? This group?
Yep.
And then
You're
to
hired on
take
for
them to the
protection.
destination.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
And then take them to the destination. To the,
Yeah, so Dax has got the ship. He's flying them there. You're just a bit of hired muscle. It
Okay.
turns out the droid he bought wasn't as much of a battle droid as he wanted to. So you're there to give a little bit extra oomph. A Mandalorian usually scares the shit out of people.
yeah, for sure. Okay.
Despite
So-
that,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
X, hearing his master's word, does stand to full stature and clinks into kind of place and looms over the first two, scanning from the map. If you go right to
Mhm.
left, he looms over and these bright eyes are looking down on the first two. And then he meets the Wookiee and he kind of hits like his situation.
Yeah.
And looks him almost eye to eye, if not eye to eye, if not.
You guys
a
are the
little-
same height. Yeah.
Okay, so eye to eye, and then kind of retracts, and that's all he'll do for the moment.
Okay.
I give you a brief sup, like as you come up to the
Yeah.
eye, like what? Eyes are up here, man.
Burgurgle. All right.
Okay, Vox, I want you to make a vigilance check. And it's going to be 2 purple dice as far as difficulty. This is a busy, crowded cantina. It's kind of hear everything that's going on right now.
Was that me or okay? Sorry.
Vox.
A what? What am I rolling?
Vigilance.
Vigilance. Okay, so yellow and 2 green.
And it's, yeah, and then it's going to be 2 purple.
I think I failed. Oh wait, no, that's okay. So the dice rolled was 2 success, 1 advantage, 3 fails, and 1 threat.
It should tell you your total as well.
Oh, is that the one in the bottom? Okay, so it's
Yeah.
1 fail. The end result is 1 fail. If I'm reading that correctly.
Okay, yeah. So you thought you heard something, you felt something, but nah, you can't place it. It's too busy in here.
Okay.
So right now you guys are in the middle of a Twi'lek dancing show. I think that's the reason for being crowded in the bar. Are you guys ready to go across the street and get the supplies?
So, real quick, in
Yeah.
processing them, Dax, my owner, told me keep these people safe, right?
Yep.
I would like to scan the Mandalorian
Okay. Yeah.
bounty hunter.
Yeah. He's kind of a sketchy dude, isn't he?
Yes, I think so. I don't know how to do so.
Yeah. Let's use. Let's use vigilance once again. You're looking for any odd moves.
And
Okay, so I have a
whenever he's done. Just-
sorry, I have a yellow hexagon.
So that means it's going to be 1 yellow dice.
Okay, and then roll it.
And then add 1 purple dice for the difficulty.
Okay. So I got a 2 stars and 2.
Scroll down a little
Stop
bit,
sign.
it'll tell you what you got. It'll
Oh,
say,
okay. 1 proficiency, 1 difficulties, 2 successes, 2 threats.
a little bit down, it'll say like your total.
That is, I can
The end
share my
result. It'll say the end result. So say your symbols and it says the end result.
Oh, 2 successes, 2 threats.
Okay. With 2 successes, you believe that he does want to keep these people safe, but there is some nefarious purpose for it. With 2 threats, Vox, you can tell that this droid is trying to like figure you out, like trying to scan you. So there's a little bit of tension there.
I'll keep my distance and I'll be in the back
Okay.
of the line.
I love your scanning. That was good.
Thanks.
That was good.
So I'll keep my eye mostly on Fox, but I will. Is Fox leading?
Vox is gonna. He said he wants to stay in back, which makes sense because he's trying to watch the whole group. Are you gonna stand like just as far back as he is to not let him be in the back?
As much as I would like to, I'd like to be behind him.
Yeah. So it's like you guys are fighting for last place.
That would actually be an incredible scene in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
No, you go first.
That's really
No,
funny.
you go first. No, you go first.
No, I insist.
As we're sneaking out of the booth, can I notice that Vox didn't drink his drink and try to take a quick gulp?
Make a stealth check for me. This one's
Okay.
only going to be a 1 purple because everyone's trying to leave and it's kind of busy in here.
Okay.
I
One
do have
purple.
something kind of on the way out as well after she steals a swig. Or attempts, we'll see.
A wash. Your dice result came up blank.
Whoa.
Okay.
What's a girl got to do to get a drink around here? Damn.
I have an idea for that one.
Okay.
I have an idea for that one, but it's,
What's your idea, Crow?
I was gonna say that she goes to take a drink and it's gone though. Like she goes to drink it and it's like,
Oh,
what?
it's already been drank.
How did you drink it? What happened?
Stuck it in his canteen for later.
Yeah.
I like that. And so here's something. That's a good. You did that, Curl. This is meant to be a cooperative narrative thing. If you guys have something like that you want to add in, feel free. As long as it doesn't step on whatever the person trying to do the role does, that's fine. Me as a game master, I'm really just controlling the enemies and guiding you along the story. We're all trying to tell the story here, though.
If I can this is very much if you took D&D and everything was rule of cool, that's basically this system. This is the
Yep.
rule of cool system.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why that's my favorite.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to play it so badly with you guys, because I like that's kind of how we work in D&D. And this is designed for that. So
Mhm.
before we did leave the cantina, I just wanted to do a force sense on particularly if I can get anybody that might have been trying to listen into our convo, or anybody who was maybe like interested in us being in the bar or anything like that.
Can you read me the rules of sense real quick? I just want to know what kind of information I need to give you.
The character can sense the force interacting with the world around them. The user may spend a force die to sense all living things within short range. I mean, I know it's not really going to be
Do
specific.
you have the one that gives you emotion? Because I'm pretty sure like you can read the thoughts of someone next to you that you're engaged with.
So I think I just have the basic power right now because,
Let me pull it up.
yeah.
I don't think any of us have sense emotions.
Sense, yeah, you just have the basic power right now. Okay.
And
I guess I thought about upgrading that one, but I didn't. You ran out of XP. Okay, so you could sense everyone in here. If you wanted to check if anyone is been looking at you guys, I think I would make it a streetwise check.
Okay.
It's going to be 2 purple, and I'm going to give you a setback die just because you guys are trying to leave, kind of threw off your position.
Sure. You said survival, streetwise.
Streetwise.
I'm not amazing. I am not amazing in that. You said 2 difficulty?
Yeah,
Oh, geez. Okay. And a
and a
set.
setback.
I am not going to do well in this one. I'll tell you that right now. It's ain't going to come out good. Somehow I rolled a despair because I put a red in there. I was like, how did I roll a despair? It wasn't even a red die. No, I had one in on accident. Okay.
Okay.
And those. Let me re-roll that because I fucked the whole thing.
Okay.
Advantage and a failure.
You can't pin it down, but you got to.
Got
There's
that
something
bad
in here that
feeling.
ain't right.
Got that bad feeling. Yep.
Got that bad feeling in the whiskers. Like you can feel it in the beard.
Does Curly have a I've got a bad feeling look?
Curly.
Like that stare into space you do when you're seeing the future?
I'm definitely dozing
He's
off.
not seeing into the future though.
I'm
That's a different look.
I'm still dazed though. I'm still definitely like just zoned out, kind of trying to think about stuff and like.
I figure I've been around his character and Raina's character. We've all been around each other enough. We would know each other's tells.
You would know I'm twitchy, but I've been twitchy probably for a while. The whole time that we've been trying to find this other classmate, like I've definitely been a little weird. So it's probably not any more than normal.
Then I just see you going weird, and I just like, it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. I promise.
Okay. Are you guys making your way to the
Yeah.
shop then?
Yeah, I respond to that with that's what you think.
So the shop is across the street. If you look directly at the top of the newly revealed area, there's a door inlet. That's the shop you guys need to go to.
Okay. I'm probably up front, kind of just heading towards the goal.
Okay.
Kind of like, okay, this is the next thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Head towards the door, do a little look around. Blah blah blah. I'm sorry. Oh. And then head out.
Okay. I'm guessing then it's Tana right behind. Oh yeah, you guys can move yourself. Nike, Vox and H3 fighting for last place. It's quite a hilarious scene.
I imagine. For those of you who can't see, they literally both just moved their character tokens back a little bit.
So I like to imagine the three force wielders have now exited the building, and Vox and H3, you're still in this battle of like who's further behind, and then you both realize that what you're both trying to protect is gone, and then you guys race for the door.
Oh man,
Okay,
that's too good.
I'm just gonna move the group out. Okay, move the group outside. Oh, not that little droid though. Just you guys. Fox, what happened to your token? It just like disappeared. Oh, there it is.
did.
He's
I
the
have no
furthest
clue.
back.
Yeah, he is real back. He went round back. Okay. Out on the street, you notice that the shop is just ahead of you, but over to the left, blocking off that road, are two stormtroopers and a droid that looks just like H3, same model. They're not coming towards you guys, but I need Curly, Tana, and Raina to make a cool check because you know that they're looking for you. Whether directly or not, they're looking for you.
What's the difficulty?
Just a 1.
What kind
A
of check?
cool check.
Cool.
What the hell?
Cool.
How is she this gullible and this cool? Whatever. How am I not that cool? I'm a Wookiee. Wookiees are the coolest. Whatever. I won't fight it. You said only one difficulty?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do we add the difficulty?
Those are going to be a purple die. And the same way you
Purple?
added a green,
Okay.
you just add 1 purple.
Okay.
I got a success and a threat. And then let's see Tana's. What you got?
I got 2 successes and a threat.
Okay.
She got 3 advantage.
So normally because you two got a threat, I would usually have you guys take a point of strain. But because Tana got so many advantage, 3, she's going to cover you guys.
Okay. So we just say the end result, right? Like I
Yeah.
got an advantage, but it's not in the end result.
Because you probably had a threat to cancel it out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the end result we're worried about.
Okay. Yeah, 2 successes and a threat. Then.
That's why there's a pool of dice like this, because it's like you can have so many successes on one half on the greens and the yellows or the blues, but then you can have those totally not even matter because with the other dice, it just washes it away.
Okay.
So reluctantly, after our battle, I do feel like I stepped outside just a hairpin before our bounty hunter friend.
And you can sense it. being a droid. You know,
Okay.
it was like 2 micrometers.
So I stepped. I would like to kind of step up for whatever reason.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I move in front of him.
Okay. When you do that, one of the stormtroopers looks at you, then looks on his friend and kind of taps him on the chest and points towards you. Are you guys walking towards the store in front of you?
The store up here at the top you just revealed.
Yep. There's a door. I'll reveal a little bit more too, so you guys can.
You said that we saw the other droid.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably would have made note of that and kind of like pointed at some, like just done at one of these at whoever, kind of like
Yeah.
and tried to about face the other way if possible, just like, and we're going this way now. It's not quite the voice, but I'm getting there. So yeah, I probably would have been like, we should probably go this way. Should probably not go in the direction.
That's actually a tent, so you couldn't go right there. You could go up and left on the street, but where you need to go is directly ahead of you.
Okay. I would try and find a route around them. Would like maybe dipping back here be a good option? Would that be a thing to try and hide away?
Yeah, you could try and do that if you want. Okay, here's the question: do you just start wandering that way, or do you tell other people that, like, hey, let's go this way?
I make a brief gesture, like not fuck stormtroopers, like a little bit of a hey, there, and as soon as whoever I touch looks, I'm just like, they know why. They know why. I'm dipping around the corner. I'm like, nope, don't need to be seen.
Stormtroopers, no bueno.
Okay, do you guys follow Curl?
I mean,
So
you
I
guys
went-
don't have to.
yeah.
You guys are fine. You guys are all okay.
I went on a really heavy assumption that troopers are Imperial.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I have 2 brains that work. Okay. Thought I just messed that up. Okay.
No, you're good. If you do have any questions, feel free to stop and ask us
We will help you out, brother.
anytime.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Nick some questions. I'm gonna do my best.
No worries. I have felt like that was in character at the same time too. Of you talking to the other characters, like, yeah, I'm those bad, right?
You're right. You're kind of like, they're not the good guys, right? Those are bad guys?
That was first thought, and then I was like, oh no, wait a second. So
I mean, that also
Alright.
works too. You are a brand new droid, so if you want to ask our people in questions in character, also totally acceptable and great roleplay.
I don't know if I want to reveal that yet as a character, because they don't really know that I've been wiped, do they?
No, they just met you. You've just been a droid standing there.
Would we have kind of figured? Well, no, that's right. We haven't been traveling with him. We literally just met him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I want to keep that secrecy for a little bit at least. All right, sorry. Proceed. Sorry
So
about
do you guys
that.
follow Curl down this alley?
What other dangerous things are down the alley?
And
That's the Carl. That's the wrong way.
it looks like a couple of droids and Jawas. I think it'll be fine. Ideally, maybe.
So
So big.
Curl,
just kinda
you
go.
start tromping this way, and you walk into what you think is some rubble or some junk. And when you do, all 5 of the Jawas become furious. What are you doing? You're stepping on the wares, the goods, the wares, the goods.
Oh crap!
What do you need?
I'm just like trying so hard not to like yell back at them and like just roar. I'm kind of like shaking the Jawas off my leg, kind of like a chihuahua at the front door, like
Yeah, those are
quietly
their
as
tenacious
possible.
little bastards. So guys, your friend Curl is now being not assaulted, but harassed by 5 Jawas. What are you going to do?
Who I unintentionally harassed.
I'm just gonna. Okay, this looks like a. I'm gonna talk him down. Okay, so Tana's gonna put on her big girl pants. She's gonna go in there. Hey, guys, everything's fine. It's all right. It was just a mistake. I'm gonna get him out of here. Yeah, so sorry. So sorry. Yeah.
This does immediately pull my attention, and I am walking slowly.
Jawas. So
towards
you see them and it loads. Jawas, small trading creatures known for stealing and scavenging. What they are selling right now is probably stolen goods.
Eliminate. I don't know. It's attacking one of the people I was told to protect.
Do you want to go
so-
and just like sock one?
No. I'm walking my way. Unfortunately, the Mandalorian or bounty hunter did scoop in behind, so I am finally behind him, and I have a very good
And that
view.
Victory is won.
I've got a very good view of everything.
So do you guys try and push these Jawas or go back the way that you just were? The store is just across the street. You are muted.
My bad.
I would at least like us to not be harassed by Jawas so we can figure out what we're doing. Because I thought we were going somewhere. Now we're in an alley. There's loud Jawas. If I can ask them to just like let us pass around them, we'll be good. We can figure out what we're doing from there.
They all look at each other.
Can
10 credits.
They
I'm
mingle
going to-
for a second, mumble.
Yeah, they all mumble to each other. 10 credits.
I would like to make a charm check and use kill with kindness.
Is that
Okay.
a thing?
It's one of my abilities.
You have kill with kindness.
Yes, it allows me to remove 1 setback die per rank.
Okay, I will definitely remove a setback because they are mad. 1 moment. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be 2 purple.
Okay. 2 success and 3 advantage. You get an automatic advantage.
I know. Yeah.
So you're talking to the one, and it seems unfazed, but then the other one starts pulling on its shoulder like it's one of those. It's one of the pink people. You don't get to see those. And then like they're kind of chattering to each other, and then they all kind of like they let you pass, but they're eyeing you strangely.
Okay. I probably don't notice this at all. They say pink person. I'm like, oh. And just kind of guide everybody around the Jawas. Okay, guys. So where are we going? What's the plan here? We need a plan.
So I'm going to move you guys just past the Jawas. So you're out of there. There are 2 scout troopers standing on guard, but they're just kind of kicked up against a wall. They're not really paying attention to much.
They don't react to a Wookiee walking around though. Not really. Okay. Well, I mean that's
They come here on shift, so they don't have to do shit.
Yep.
So
I calm down a little bit. Like once I see them, I notice some stormtroopers, and like they don't immediately get up to come put me in irons or some shit. I kind of relax a little bit, but like still move behind X a little bit. Just kind of like I'm with the that droid.
this whole game is who
You
can
got
be
that
the
droid.
furthest back. Like, we're never going to get anywhere because we're just going to keep moving back.
Jesus, that's funny.
So
It's the same.
you say, as Tana, you're saying we need a plan. Where are we going?
Mhm.
You do realize the store you were going. You're now further away from the store you're trying to go to, but the store just behind you. I'm going to reveal a little bit more. Is a computer slicing place. You think they might be able to get some more information off that Imperial data pad that told you where your friend is. There's a lot of information on there that you couldn't crack. All you got was that her name and that she was being transported to Ossus. It might be worth it to check out that shop if you wanted a little bit more off that data pad. It's not what Dax Dax asked you to do.
This is a shady, shady place, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So my reasoning here is going to be I do not want to go in there because even if they can help me, I do not trust that they will keep the information I get confidential. I don't
Okay.
I don't need that falling into the wrong hands, so I will wait to figure it out on my own.
Okay.
Just not a risk I'm going to take.
Gotcha.
That's smart.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I have very low willpower. I'm not stupid.
You are nobody's fool. You actually have that trait.
Do I?
Yes,
Thing.
I'm pretty sure. I may have switched out for one, but
No, I have kill with kindness and I have researcher, but I don't see nobody's fool anywhere.
This is a really interesting dynamic that I actually kind of like, where the DM knows my character better than I do and is able to help me through it way better. I mean, yeah, like I try, but you got this on lock. Anyway, so I realized that I kind of pulled us away from where we needed to be. And there's just like a Wookiee apology. Like I jump sometimes. Sorry, guys. It happened. Yeah.
Confused droid look.
yeah.
It's okay.
I think we need to go that way. Maybe, and then I point like past the Jawas, and I'm like, that way. Like, not dealing with them again. The other way. And then give them like whatever the Wookiee finger is. I don't know. A Wookiee middle finger is what I give the Jawas as I'm like pointing that way. No, I mean that way.
X does calculate this and realizes he is now in front. He's not going to make a move on it, but he is aware of it.
So you don't think you could go back through there, through the Jawas, but you'll notice because those colored squares are just tents, you could kind of walk around back to where you needed to go.
Oop. Kind of shuffle
maybe go
my way
this way.
through. No, I'll just
So you
I'll
could,
just
like,
shuffle
you'd be
through.
literally going through people's stalls if you wanted to go that way.
So
Okay, I'll yeah, try and go around the convenient way. What kind of wares are there? Is there anything?
Hold on. Curl, let me try and show you what I'm talking about here. You could go like this. You can't go through there.
They're too close together.
They're
For
too
sure.
close together. It's people's stuff.
For sure.
Food items, sundries, clothes for rags. It's pretty slim pickings here. These people are kind of on survival mode. They've been bombarded for about a week straight.
Even better question, do I even have credits?
We
No.
have no money.
No, okay, that's cool.
Oh,
You literally have no money. The rest of you have a little bit. I know, Curl, you might, it should say on your sheet, I think you might have like 25 credits.
You have 25 credits. I imagine they're tied into the hair. I imagine like my coin purse is just a little spot that I have somewhere in the long torso.
It's like a dread pocket.
Yeah. They're dreads that I've like matted together and then like folded over and kind of around. It's so gross, but so effective.
I imagine Chewie meets you and he's actually disgusted.
Probably a little bit. I don't think I've ever been on Kashyyyk though, so I like have no real idea.
You probably don't know how to properly take care of yourself.
You don't know how to be a Wookiee.
I'm like, this is a shit my hair does, guys. If
it's
I probably
tactful.
yeah,
It
if I
is
probably,
super
like,
tactful.
if I got that close to another Wookiee, they'd probably be like, whoa.
The fuck?
A, that's gross, and B, no.
We don't do that here.
Get a belt. go get a belt. It's probably what they would say.
But I have no pants.
Yeah. I'm still looking for something though. I'm looking for something to attach. I'm looking to like trade a credit for a little bauble or trinket that I could like braid in there later.
Yeah, yeah. There's some, various small bits of jewelry. It's usually made out of like broken bits of droids. It's like
Some
art made out of scrap.
repurposed droid metal.
For 1 credit, yeah, you could get like a little trinket.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely take something to tie in later. Just whatever it may be, and it's kind of like a quick purchase. I find the table, I point at it with the credit in my hand, just kind of like
See, Rena, this is what we were talking about earlier. You're the strongest in the Force. If you were the one in charge, you'd be getting things done. But they're in charge, but hey, at least they're the ones taking the brunt.
Oh, here.
There's probably something going on.
Hmm.
You guys okay?
She had questions. Sorry.
Sorry.
For sure. You got
Okay.
mentioned. You got name dropped by the DM.
Oh,
We thought you were talking.
Oh, my bad. She was talking about her powers actually.
Yeah, I was trying to see, like, Tana used the little mind trick thing on the little short guys.
Actually, a little
Well,
bit.
she just used a charm check, but
There you go.
I used a racial trait.
So where do we see those abilities?
so she has something for being a Zeltron that let her do that one special thing. So you're not going to have that being a human.
Okay.
But if you go to page 3,
It should be like top right. There's a little thing that should say species feature.
yeah, but for her, she's a human, so she doesn't have that.
Mm,
Ah, shoot.
Racial
But
trait
on
was
page
so well.
3, you've got your talents
okay.
and your Force powers.
Okay. That's what I was thinking was all I had. Then I was like,
Yeah.
maybe I'm
So
missing
because
something.
you are a human, you have less cool innate stuff, but
Mhm.
that's how you are stronger. That you literally have more experience points than them. You
Okay.
literally have better skills and more Force powers.
Okay.
That's kind of the trade-off.
Talk about the healing damage.
Okay. And then so where it says I have heal/harm,
Yeah.
the
That's great.
That's a really
yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool. So it says like I can harm something, inflicting wounds equal to intellect. Does that mean their intellect or my
Your
intellect?
intellect score, which is
Okay.
on page 1 as your characteristics, you can do it for
Yes.
2.
Okay.
You're a wizard, Raina.
Yeah, you kind of are
Yeah.
actually. You're kind of the wizard. I'm sort of the barbarian.
How am I the damn bard again? Well, I guess I picked Zeltron.
Yeah, you are the bard again. I don't know what you thought was happening. You are the bard again.
Yeah, no, I should have gone a different route with that. Nostalgia beat me.
Brandon's
Okay.
the officer again, and Sebastian's the rogue. It all worked. It's cool.
We really did all kind of stick to our.
Damn
I don't know.
I
I could easily go a different way with a drone
With the droid,
droid.
you can be kind of whatever you want to be. The way droids are set up, they're really flexible. I kind of gave you you're kind of good at a lot of things just to start.
I do enjoy it. The one question I do have real quick while we're
Yeah.
on this, what the hell is skullduggery?
Skullduggery. Criminal
Oh,
activities. Breaking into places, stealing from people, general skullduggery.
It's your crime
funny.
skill.
When me and Nick started this game, we had that same question. We're like, what the fuck is skullduggery?
Yeah. Okay.
Committing crimes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
your
Okay.
crime skill.
It's not a term very used very often these days, but it's a good word.
It is. Yeah. I was impressed. I was like, I have no idea what that means. So is that in relation? Is that my ability to create Scullywag axe? Or is
So
that
let's say if you wanted to break into something, if you wanted to steal something,
It's like a better sleight of hand skill. It's like instead of
Yeah.
using sleight of hand just to steal shit across the board, it's
It's
like, well,
more
how are you
broad.
stealing this? This might be like, no, I'm not just stealing
Skullduggery.
something.
also
I'm-
skullduggery could be like mugging somebody. Like it's
Okay.
a lot of these are very open terms because there's a lot of things they could cover.
If you were making like putting a hit out on someone, that might not be entirely like your persuasion skill or something like that. That might be how well you got the connects, how well you know who to know to get to
And to
people.
that, it might be a streetwise depending on who you're talking to.
Even then,
Really
too,
like
yeah.
that. That's
Or a
really cool.
confirmation check. You could do like a skullduggery and then also a knowledge underworld.
You can kind of combine stuff.
Evil droid. No, I'm fine. Okay, cool. Just was curious. Thank you.
At least one of them's got to be 1 out of 3. I mean, that feels like the natural order of things.
1 out of 3 droids evil.
Probably. They were in my game. Anyway.
Okay, guys, what's the plan? So this is what I said before we start talking about rules. This is what I was saying, Raina. If you were in charge, you'd have the supplies and be on the ship, but you let the Wookiee just wander wherever and get you into trouble. But hey, it's not your problem, right?
Not my problem. No. I kind of slightly enjoy knowing that they're fucking up.
because
Yes.
because you're not leading is why we're screwing up.
Yes,
That is precisely what's happening.
that
So
is.
I'll kind of like wander around and you guys probably find me at some booth looking at some shit for 2 credits that I didn't want to get.
Did you run away again?
Starting to
He
go.
kind of just wanders off.
I kind of
Okay, so I grab as he starts to go, because I'm not doing this again. I grab the biggest, gnarliest mat, the one that I know will pinch him when I grab it.
It falls out, I'm sure.
Yeah, it falls out, and then you grab the other one.
It was like a piece of beef jerky. You got a snack.
Oh, God.
I felt it, but I turn around and I'm like, yeah, come on. Okay, if you're gonna come with me, come on.
You need to stay with the group.
Yeah, come on.
No, you follow us.
Nobody's going anywhere. We're
Can
going.
I,
2 seconds. Wait.
as this happens, can I reassess the bounty hunter Mandalorian? Because he hasn't attacked them, and this would have been a perfect time.
Yeah.
The children are arguing.
You know what? This is great. H3. H. Give
Increase
me
it too. That's
give me a vigilance check.
That is one of these, and then one of those, which is a.
I told you not to tell me to stay.
So while
You
he's doing
sick.
that, Vox, while the kids are fighting, what are you doing?
I was gonna say, can I fill like my? Okay, I see the group or whatever, but do I feel like the androids being kind of odd with me?
He's scoping you out hard. Like you've been around assassin droids, and you were getting heavy assassin droid vibes.
Yeah. Can I check visually? Can I check his what's on him? Do I see any built-in?
Yeah. I
guns?
will tell you
Yeah.
because he's a droid, doesn't have much to put things.
Yeah.
He is carrying a blaster rifle. Let me pull up his character sheet. Built into his knuckles are some vibro knuckles. And he's got some emergency repair kits, sort of in what is fashioned to look like a belt.
Vibro knuckles, that's the stun, right?
It's kind of like, it can stun people, but it can also cut you.
It's
like
pretty.
he's got like a blade built into
Okay.
the knuckles.
It's pretty cool. It's like
That is cool.
stun studded brass knuckles.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. Okay.
That said, I did have the one, and then it was one purple, right? For a
I
tri-
didn't say a purple, and I will tell you why after I get your result.
Okay, so just roll that.
Yeah, just roll your
Um,
vigilance.
Got it. So success advantage. One success, one advantage.
Okay. So The reason why I had him just roll vigilance and not a difficulty is he was rolling an initiative. Because what X sees is a big Devorian, it looks like a devil horned alien, come around the corner, blaster, pistol at the ready, and he's got it pointed at the Mandalorian. So you're trying to assess the Mandalorian, and as you're doing it, you're like, Mandalorian, target, threatening Mandalorian. And you guys get the exact same initiative slot. So I'm going to let you go first since you were trying to scope things out. A threat, and you can tell because you're a droid, you can tell this guy is actively a threat. It just came around the corner. What do you want to do?
100% engage.
Okay. So now when it comes to combat, you can do two things. You've got a maneuver and an action.
Okay.
So with your maneuver, and you can do lots of things, and I will cover all the options as we sort of play more. But right now, with your maneuver, you could run up to the Devorian and maybe use your action to punch him. You could use your maneuver to aim your blaster rifle to get a better shot at him, or maybe move into a defensive position. You could also potentially use your maneuver to move the Mandalorian out of the way. Or if you wanted to shoot first and then move, you could take your action and then your maneuver.
Okay. With that said, what is essentially like my AC?
So there isn't AC. There's something called soak.
Okay.
And let's say, I think you've got a blaster rifle
Yeah.
that does 9 damage.
So 4 soak, yeah.
So if you took a blaster rifle hit, 4 points of damage would just be taken off, so you only take 5.
Got it. Okay. Vibro knuckles. Rifle does more. Okay, give me one moment here. And what I see ahead of me is, can I classify it as what it is?
Yeah, so it's like he's got big devil horns. He's almost as tall as you and the Wookiee. Large, sinister-looking fellow. Your databank says he's a Devorian. He's resistant to fire, and they're quite tough. I mean,
Okay.
fire like flame, not fire.
Okay. With that said, I think what will end up happening is assessing the situation, seeing them kind of fighting, seeing everything. I'm panning. I see the bounty hunter and start to inspect him. In the corner, I see an actual visible threat. And that takes precedence. So as a droid, I'm not going to like nudge him and tell him like, hey, check this out. Instead, I'm going to walk directly in his path to move him, visibly kind of move him. And I'm walking straight towards this thing as close as I can get.
You can get right up into his face if you wanted.
All right, I'm going to get... What is my health?
So you've got, that's your wounds. Let me see here. You've got 13 wounds.
Okay.
You can take quite a bit of damage.
Okay. Then yes. You see me walking up and you see my mechanical fingers start to kind of crackle and christen with these vibro knuckles as I get right in his face.
Okay. So you're going to punch him?
That would be the hope.
Okay. I want you to make a brawl check. And this is going to be easy, 1 purple, because you are right up in his shit.
Okay. So 1 purple brawl is...
Meanwhile, I've taken something from Tanya, like a hat or ribbon. I don't know, and I'm just holding it, doing this whole thing.
Well, I mean,
oh, you can't reach it. You can't reach it.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, cool. So I got, and if you wouldn't mind, DM, if you have my character sheet pulled up, let me just make sure I did this right.
Yeah.
So the brawl is going to be the yellow.
Yeah, it's yellow and 2 green.
Yep. So I rolled those 2 and the 1 purple disadvantage,
Yep, and then you get your final result.
which is okay. Perfect. That is 1 success, 3 advantages.
Okay, so with your success, you definitely hit him and you do 4 damage. And you said you have 3 advantages?
3 advantages.
So you do a critical hit against him.
Hell yeah.
So I want you to roll a D100 and I will tell you what kind of critical damage you do.
I don't have a D100. I can
In
get
roll
that.
20, you can.
Yeah. All right. 16.
16.
The target cannot perform a
He is
free maneuver
he is now distracted.
Fair enough. I'd be
He cannot
distracted
perform a
too.
free maneuver in his next turn. So you come up, just pop him straight in the face, and he's quite distracted from what he was gonna do.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so another cool thing about Star Wars is we don't always all have to roll an initiative. In situations like this, there was definitely something that started it. You guys all now know the situation, and you can choose who goes in what order. There's some situations where I'm going to make you guys roll, but this is one where we can decide who goes next and who goes from there.
I would kind of like to grab him. I mean,
I would argue you'd go later because you verbally said that you're trying to mess with Tana.
fair.
So I'm guessing you two, I'm going to actually say between Vox and Reyna, who wants to go first?
Honestly, I think Fox wouldn't do anything. His job is to protect the kids and not the bot, not the android. And I don't know, it's up to you, GM, but I don't know if this guy was after me or not. But
You
it's
didn't
none of my
see him.
Yeah, it's none of my business, and I'm good.
I love that. So we're going to put you at the very bottom.
Yes.
Okay. So Reyna, you're a little bit more aware of what's going on. You're sensing the force. A threat came around the corner. H3 came over and punched this big Devorian in the face. He's holding a blaster pistol. What would you like to do? I'll remind all of you those that have lightsabers, there are some stormtroopers standing right next to you, and while they don't appear to be involved in the fight, pulling your lightsaber out is going to be a huge tell.
Yeah.
You all have blasters of some sort, though.
Yeah, I was already thinking, especially since I'm kind of like a little bit further back from him, to use the blaster.
Okay.
So pull that up.
So if you want to
So
shoot him, it's going to be a ranged light check.
Okay. And so that where it says dice pool and it's like 3 green diamonds.
Ranged light. Yep.
Okay.
It's going to be 3 green. It's going to be 1 difficulty because you're very close, but it's going to be 1 setback, one of the black squares, because X is fighting them and you don't want to hit X right now.
Okay.
X is going to give it to you.
So 3 green, 1 purple, 1 black.
Yes.
Okay. All right. 2 successes.
Okay. So that is enough to hit, but not enough to do a critical damage. How much damage does your blaster pistol do?
5.
5. Okay. He does seem to be wearing some kind of vest, but the hit does hit him hard. He grasps his chest, still kind of holding the blaster pistol. He's kind of holding his hand, like his cheek where he got hit by the droid. He's very confused, distracted, not dead quite yet. You'll notice, though, that the stormtroopers aren't stepping in right now. They're like, oh, a fight. They might be making bets amongst themselves. So now, Curly and Tana, it is you. Who wants to go next?
I feel like I probably would do something like I'd probably be able to see the droid kind of running up.
Yeah,
See,
now,
like,
especially
okay,
now
what
that
could
Reyna's
that
fired her
happen?
blaster, you definitely notice something's going on.
I just want to like clock him in the back of the head. Just like punch him in the head, try and knock him out if I can.
So that is going to be
Ideally knock him out, but
a brawl check.
okay.
And
forgot where my sheet was for a second. Actually, I still don't remember. And then what's the difficulty?
It's going to be, I'm only looking. One, just one, no setback because H3 is not in your way.
Cool. This is a thing that I'm good at. Finally, we're here. Something that I'm decent at. So just one difficulty, no setbacks. Okay. And 4 success and 2 advantage.
So with that, you knock him to the ground. He is not dead, but he's very close to being on the verge of knocked out. He just got punched by a droid, hit with a blaster pistol, and then clocked the fuck out.
Okay, so that was my action, right?
Yep, and you can still take a maneuver. You were close enough. I wouldn't count a maneuver of you moving up to him.
Okay. I was gonna say for a maneuver. Okay. For a maneuver, could I mount him? And that's just because I'm looking at the thing as a maneuver you can mount or dismount, and I just want to like sit on him just to keep getting up again.
I would have used the term sit on. Mount has a different implication, but yes.
It's because I'm reading it. Like that's what gave me the idea, is reading mount or dismount as a maneuver, and I was like,
you want to use a mount maneuver to sit on him? Yes.
Yeah, that's the best way. Yeah, that's how I wanted to put it. It just didn't come out that way. I mean, we're calling him an animal now, but I'm okay with that.
There's so many naughty ways I could go with this. I'm just going to keep
Yeah, I'm
moving
not
on.
touching that one.
Yeah.
You should teabag him.
Yeah.
I think there's a new term that needs to be invented there, to be totally honest with you. Like
Carpet bag?
something, yeah. Fur bag. I don't like it's
Fuzzy dice.
yeah.
Fuzzy guys.
Woo! Okay. You're now sat firmly atop of him. It would be Tana's turn next, but she's not here currently. But we're kind of out of initiative as he is subdued anyway. What would you guys like to do with your new prisoner as such?
I'm looking up at the droid going, what happened? Why am I sitting on this guy?
Why are we fighting this guy?
Can I understand you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
oh, you missed this part. H3, everyone speaks basic. Similar to
Okay.
common in D&D, you guys can all understand each other. So there'll be certain times I'll point out when you cannot understand somebody.
Fair enough. I detected visible threats. I thought it might be our bounty hunter fan, but it turned out this guy held a much higher point of a threat, so I punched him.
I keep losing the voice that I want to do for this character. Well, I'm glad you got him before he got him. Oh.
I got him. Rest assured, I got him.
The guys on the ground like, oh,
And the crackle of my vibro knuckles dissipates.
I was like, you want to say anything? What are you doing? That was awfully rude to just point a blaster at somebody in the street. I'm like
bounty on that droid is so high, I could buy my way off this rock. Everyone on the planet's looking for him.
the droid? What? This
You
one?
heard me.
Oh, let me give you some air there. Sorry. And I like lift up just for a second just to kind of lean back down. I'm
While you're mat smothering him.
I'm sure the smell is worse than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Even if I'm not really sitting on him too much. I imagine I'm a pretty lean Wookiee though.
You are. I never forgot it. You're since you're younger, you're kind of spindly.
Yeah,
lanky teenager.
it's like
Minky.
mostly hair that I can
Yeah.
if I can manage it. Well, this droid's not going home with you.
Who put out the bounty?
Yep. Great point.
The Empire. How have you not seen the posters around?
This is not the droid you're looking for.
10 points.
You get 5 experience points on your character sheet. I will log that when we get up.
Good job. I'm kind of upset I didn't say it, but no, good job.
As the talk happens, I begin scanning again for threats that Dax told me to save these kids from. I have no care about what he's saying.
Scanners don't reveal anything close by.
Does Vox see the stormtroopers doing anything?
Yeah,
response?
one of them lost a bet. The other one's like, hee. Like these two scout troopers are not giving a fuck. Like even not without any skill checks, you can tell they came here to not be on duty. They're sandbagging pretty much.
Okay, cool. They don't give a shit, then I don't give a shit. So I'm good. Okay.
Is our Devorian still conscious?
He's
Oh, the smell, like he's on the verge. Not only is he like near death, but yeah, he's still conscious right now, but he's getting close to the edge.
So now that they're dealing with an actual situation, something in Partana has changed. She is no longer messing around. She goes straight to, okay, now I'm a Jedi and we're going to get things done. We need him unconscious. Can somebody take care of that for me?
Dude.
Yeah.
Just whack him.
Give me a brawl check. No difficulty. I just want to see how hard you hit this motherfucker.
Okay. Neat.
How hard can
Where'd that
you
dice?
hit?
Where'd that dice roll go?
Careful! Don't kill him.
I mean, I don't think I could if I really wanted to. I mean, there's no setbacks. There was no setbacks on it. So 3 success and 3 advantage. Is that a critical hit?
No. I'll say the advantage saved you from killing him in the concrete. He's definitely going to need some facial reconstruction surgery, but he is breathing.
Oh.
As that happens, it's like something kind of comes over in the droid. Like maybe, I don't know what it might be, but he turns to ask, before he realizes he's unconscious, he goes, "Why was I hard reset?" But it was too late.
So you say that, and then in front of your eyes, a bunch of Imperial code flashes, and then it says classified, and then it blinks off, and then you're back where you are.
You okay there, X3? What happened? What was that?
I'm fine. Pay no mind. Subdue the prisoner.
He's fine. You want to take him? I think I might kill him if I sit on him anymore. And I'll get up.
Yes, I'll pick him
realizing
up.
I crunched his face.
And I just pick him up, no problem, throw him over my shoulder.
Okay. Are you just going to tote him with you?
Yep, one
Okay.
one shoulder.
Why are we bringing him with us?
Good question. Why are we bringing him with us? And I'll look at the Wookiee of all people.
I
I just like to imagine you don't get a good answer, and then you just drop him like a sack of potatoes.
And me in my hard ass mode, I just go, I nod in approval and I start walking towards the store. No more fucking distractions.
I like to imagine Raina, after pulls out a drink that she did end up snagging from the bar and just takes a sip. Everyone's not paying attention.
Yes. It's perfect.
Between the two of us, whatever keeps her sane, honestly. Yeah.
Okay. So if the plan is to go to the store, there's no real encounter between here and there right now. So we're going to move there. We'll take a quick break and then come back walking into the store. Does that sound good?
Mhm.
Before we stop, is there any questions so far?
No.
Taking
This is
it. No
awesome.
questions so far.
We'll give each three just like another 2 minutes.
I imagine just like there was a slow race going on between Vox and the droid. I was probably racing Tanya, like goading her kind of into a race, like, oh, I'm gonna get there before you, just taking really long steps, like 1 for her 3 or something.
I like how you just brutally shoved a Devorian's face into the pavement, and now you're like, oh, I'm going to get to the door first.
Yeah, it's been a day.
I think mentally you're probably the 13 of the group, 13-year-old of the group. How old is Raina?
You are less than 19. So how old do you want to be?
I would say 16.
16? Okay.
Mhm.
So
I want to
something
be old enough to think I know shit, but young enough to have shit to learn.
Yeah.
Good balance.
So how tall are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I would say she's petite. Maybe 5'2".
Okay. I pictured her as a shorter character in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
so she's our little cannon.
Just this small whirling dervish of lightsabers and force powers.
Yeah.
Very, very reminiscent of Ahsoka.
Yeah, snips. Um,
Yeah, I see that.
something that Curl and Reyna should know about my character, since they've spent the most time with her. Zeltrons are a pretty unique race in the way that they are naturally. The Force gives them almost a psychic ability to pick up on other people's emotions. So pretty much all the time, she's picking you guys up. So Curl's acting all childish. She's going to be a little bit childish when Reyna's being all like huffy and 16. She might get a little bit huffy and 16. When she has to fight, she has a mode where she blocks that out and becomes serious to the point of not being herself. It can be kind of scary. But yeah, for the most part, though, she's just picking up everybody's things and will reflect them back to them almost perfectly. Zeltrons are weird like that. Oh, he heard a noise. He must go investigate. But yeah, so
Okay. Question for Vox. As the other party members start to go in the store, are you going to wait outside and make sure that no one comes in behind you guys? So once you're in the store, you can't see out of it. There's like no windows.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everyone go in first, but I'm gonna look around to see if anyone saw us go in or if anyone's acting suspicious, and then I'll proceed to walk in with them too,
Okay.
just in case.
Go ahead and make me a vigilance check. This one will be easy just to try and see if anything's going on in the street. And easy means 1 purple.
Oops. 1 success and 1 advantage.
Okay. With your success, you don't see anyone coming right now. And with that advantage, I will give you a boost die the next time you try and determine something like this.
That.
You've got a good lay of this street, this avenue now. So you know where people might be hiding. So you know right where to look next time.
Okay.
Okay, H3 still isn't with us, but we're going to move on.
There's probably like a talk that comes from Tanya or Reyna even with Curly about like not touching stuff. keep your hands to yourself kind of shit. And I'm just like, oh, whatever. Okay.
Nah.
Okay. I don't think we did the age thing with Curly. So like Wookiees are usually pretty old. They can live to be super a couple 100-year-old species and stuff like that. So they age like way slower. But because of that, physically, I'm kind of the same age as you guys, but just that makes me way younger and more immature as a Wookiee. I'm like still a young puppy, basically chewing on everything. Like that's why I just collect stuff and I'm all dirty, like rolling around in the mud and whatever. It's because I'm probably like 25 maybe or something, not really even all that old physically. And
Yeah.
but yeah, that makes me just that much younger inside as a Wookiee.
So it's basically like we have a 1-year-old. What are those giant dogs that are super rambunctious?
Newfoundland or something, or a Irish
Husky.
Wolfhound. Huskies are really bad.
Yeah, you're a husky.
It's kind of like having a really fucking big husky as a friend. I'm like the lost dog, sort of. But yeah, it's like having a toddler in a fucking 8 foot tall furry body.
An 8 foot
Seven
tall
7 foot tall, whatever. Like
lightsaber wielding puppy.
which I imagine is unnecessarily long. It is. I mean, for me, it's fine. It makes sense, but it's like if any of you were to hold the lightsaber, it's like, whoa, this is a pointer. What the fuck? Okay,
So-
I'm moving on. I am so sorry.
So
No,
we
you're good.
we have an empath, a giant puppy, and a grouchy teenager. How do we function?
We'll find
Not
out.
well, as the Mandalorian and the droid are finding out.
This is why
That's the facts of life.
This is why we were sent to protect them. Oh, that's probably what they're getting.
Fox
Okay.
is starting to feel like a babysitter.
Yeah. You
More
did
fun.
not sign up for this. You're wondering how long you can put up with this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys enter the store. Vox, you mentioned you're going to scope out outside and then move in. Just so you know as well. Inside, there's a basilisk shopkeeper. They've got 4 arms. For those who watch Attack of the Clones, Obi-Wan talks to one who's like a cook at a diner. And he is playing poker with 2 small pit droids or some sort of card game. And it looks like one of the pit droids is actually doing really well. He's got a little stack of credits on his side and is giggling droidily. So you guys were here to pick up supplies for Dax, the captain of the ship who's going to pilot you out here. Who wants to start this transaction?
I will be the big leader of the group since I'm the camp counselor. And I will approach the desk and be like, "Excuse me. Sorry, hi.
Oh, well, how do you do there?
I'm doing very well. How are you today?"
Losing terribly at Sabak to this stupid pit droid, and then he flicks him on the nose, and the droid collapses like that. And his friend pokes his nose, and it pops right back up, and then they pull back out the cards.
That's just what they do.
Well, I hope that you start winning. We need to pick up a shipment for Mr. Dax. Can you help us with that?
Oh, that scoundrel owes me a lot of money.
Oh, but I will remind him when we get back that he needs to stop and see you.
Can I?
No. Been played that card before. He needs to pay his tab before he gets anything else.
Oh, well, can I ask how much the supplies for just this delivery were? Just this one.
650 credits.
Whew. That's steep.
None of you have that much.
Yeah, I believe
Can
that.
because I was hired by Drax, do I have any insight on this? Do I have any knowledge of it? Or can I insight the bar maybe to get a name or some of the droids?
You just met Dax about 36 hours ago. You don't know anything about this. You might be able to chat up the two droids in droid.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
This is a first for me.
Yeah.
For me. So I kind of, as that conversation is happening, I pivot a little bit, keeping a watchful eye, but I do talk to the two droids and I ask, so this is Dax establishment?
So you know, Dax is the pilot. He owes the proprietor of this establishment money.
Oh.
You guys are trying to get supplies from here, but his tab needs to be paid.
What can you tell me about this guy? In droid. I don't know. I don't know what to ask.
Yeah,
It's so
no.
weird in droid. If you could help me in one exchange, I would kind of get a better feel for how questions go in this realm.
They kind of look at each other, look at you, look at each other, and they go, he is really desperate for, they say big labor, big lifting. They're two small pit droids. You are a massive 7-foot droid. They're kind of implying that he might be able to use your services. You, H3, know that you can't do that right now because you guys are trying to leave. Maybe if you pledged your services on the way back, sort of an IOU of not only maybe you could haul the supplies away, which is something normally the pit droids have to do, and maybe you could come work off Dax's tab on the way back.
Thank you, droids. That was a very, very well put explanation. Okay, so
You just got it as a stream of ones and zeros.
right.
Yeah.
It was binary, just inserted. So X will kind of, you see him move a little bit, binary stuff to droids, and come back. He'll take place right behind, I am learning names here, Tana?
Anna?
Yes.
Tana.
Mhm.
As you are talking to, do we know the shop owner name?
No.
Okay. Sir, what is your name? The droid will kind of make his presence very known. As if there was like a light, he
Yeah.
stepped into it.
Yeah. His name is Gabar.
Gabar. Gabar. You can call me X. I understand, maybe just based on my surroundings, you need some help in physical labor.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I would be willing to help.
Hmm. Hmm. We might have a deal. Kind of pondering. Goes, I would still need to cover my costs. H3 hauls the supplies out of here, does some work for me on the way back. Maybe 250 credits could get you out the door.
That is not my point of reasoning. And he will, his giant bulking 7-foot body steps back into a creepy silhouette with just the eyes peering.
So to be clear, he would need 250 credits still.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not going to let you guys walk out of here for free. I mean, especially for someone that owes him a lot of money.
Well, 250 credits isn't bad. We were under the impression that his tab had been paid ahead of time. We were just coming to pick things up, so we don't have any cash on us.
Hey,
Our-
GM,
Wait a minute. You don't work for him?
We do, but he didn't give us a cash allowance. He just told us to come get it.
We were supposed to be on a ship that I think he may have taken off in already now that I see these present circumstances. But
Oh, that would be unfortunate. I did not think of that.
I'm sorry, what did you say one more time?
it was probably like mumbling in Wookiee speak anyway, but I was saying that he's probably took off in the ship that we were supposed to meet him in. He was going to pilot a ship for us to go find a friend, and after seeing this, I wouldn't be surprised if he left. So, no. The way he screwed you, I think he screwed us. There's probably a Wookiee saying I throw in here that comes out mostly.
From that, he gets a good chortle, and he goes, well, you lot look like you've been hoodwinked just as much as me. Tell you what, I'll let it go this time. But he reaches one of his forearms back and grabs like a small cubic container. He goes, you give this to Dax. Tell it's from me.
Tana will pick it up. She'll place it in her satchel. What is it exactly?
A present.
I'm looking at it. Can I tell what it is?
No, you'd have to open it.
Don't open it.
I think that's a good plan. I'm not going to open it.
The droid's really confused at this point. He seems conflicted in his base knowledge. He got hired. He's doing the best he can for these people. He's heard words and it's all processing. You see the droid kind of like very mechanically take a step and just sit for a second in the corner.
I like to imagine you're not even sitting on anything. It's like when a person does wall sits, you just like
Electric.
sit,
Very, very similar,
stand
except
up.
droid form. So I'm still
Yeah.
like 5'11", but
Okay. Okay.
So you guys have negotiated the supplies. It is a large container. Both Curl and H3 would probably have to both carry it. It's like a long, large chest, too awkward for any one person to hold. If the two of you were to carry it, you might be able to shuffle it down. So if you're looking at the map, you guys are in the top left-hand corner. The Dax's ship is in the top right-hand corner.
Is it actually still in the top hand corner, or did you mean where Dax's ship should be?
nope, I see it. Zoom out.
I was gonna say, look at the map, see yourself.
Well, that's awful lucky. Okay. So I'm going to ping it here.
Yep. And that's Dax's token where he just pinged. That's him.
Yay. I did it.
So you guys are figuring out what to do with these supplies, and H3, your built-in comlink goes off. Dax says, H3, where the hell are you guys? What's taking so long?
There were
He cuts you off. It's turning into a firefight out here. There's a bunch of blaster fire. Is that you? Then you hear one come really close by. He goes, ah, god damn, what the fuck?
no, sir. I am on my way. So Drax,
It's just Dax.
X starts taking off towards I don't know. Do I get like a signal of where he is, or
He's in the
is it
top right-hand
just-
corner of the map. You know, because you landed here on the planet, so you know he's in the top. Would be the right-hand corner of this map.
Okay, so my initiative has changed. I am now running to Dax. God
Dax.
damn, sorry, Dax.
I see the
Starts
droid.
taking off.
See the droid take off, and I think we'll be back for the supplies. Can you give us just a minute? And I'm gonna run out after him.
So once you guys come into the street, you see a bunch of Imperial stormtroopers firing shots down sort of in the area you were before. You can't quite see who they're shooting at yet. H3's little comment comes on. You better have those fucking supplies.
So he
I'm like on half of them, kind of like, what? What happened? Where'd he go?
he halts at this corner of the building.
Mhm.
And it's entirely like his entire bulk and protect mode switched into almost like hiding, and he peers back at you. You can see he has very gleaming eyes. For anyone that comes out, he's, again, I'm so sorry, I only know D&D.
Yeah.
He's going to ready an action. If anyone
Yeah.
comes out, he's going to tell them, we need those supplies. I will hold them off. I will do what I can, but you've got to procure those for Dax.
Since I came out first, I'll stop too. I'm gonna turn around.
That's what he's got. Tanya? Tana. And he's kind of hidden behind a building as gunshots and stuff is happening behind him. Tana, you need to procure what Dex needs. I will hold them off.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn around, go back into the building, and at this point, I'm gonna look at Curly suffering, and I'm gonna look at Raina, and I'm gonna say, Raina, I need you to help him in your very special way. If you can do it discreetly, we got to get those supplies there so we can get out of here.
Raina, if you really wanted to, you could use the Force to carry this box. You might be able to huck it. It'd take about 2 hurls to get it there, but you could probably throw it. It might take a couple times, but yeah.
Okay.
Stormtrooper bowling.
Wouldn't it be less like attention getting though if
Oh yeah.
if I pretend I'm carrying it with
So,
him,
what,
but
you're
I'm actually
using the Force, but you're not actually holding it, but looking like it? Okay.
but looking like it, yeah.
So we're going to use the Force right now, which has its own dice. On the dice roller, you'll notice there's a white, what's that? A white boy. Something like that.
I can't see it.
In your dice
Okay.
roller.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little black and white guy.
We'll call those pips.
Yeah, a little white pentagon.
Okay.
Roll one of those. That's a Force dice.
Okay. Just one of those. Oh, take that off. Okay. The dark side.
So
Dark side knife.
here's how light side and dark side works.
Okay.
You can use the light side for no penalty. It just works. You can draw from the dark side. You will take 1 strain, and also in the full rules, you take a point of something called conflict. I've kind of condensed some things. So you're going to get a naughty girl point for using the dark side. Your master told you about the dangers of it, but it wasn't specific. So you don't know what's going to happen with those naughty points. I do. So you can feel free to use the dark side to carry this. You're probably so frustrated. You're just like, I'm so fucking done. I want to get off this shithole planet. Pulling from that energy. And you take 1 strain, but you could use it. And I'd give you a mark, a dark side mark. Otherwise you'd have to carry it. Or have someone else carry it. Maybe make the big Mandalorian carry it.
No, yeah, I think I'll use it.
Okay.
Because yeah, I think just it would fit with her character that she has done, and she's arrogant and it's like, let's just get this shit done. And of course I've got to be the one to fucking do it. So that's what she'll do.
Okay. I like it. So the main street there is blocked by all those stormtroopers, but you do notice in that marketplace just above you guys, there is a way you could probably cut through and go over to the starport. Is that the plan of action, or do you guys want to try and weave through the firing stormtroopers?
Oh, hell no.
I think we would definitely try to take a roundabout way.
Okay. Next question. Are you guys trying to be sneaky about it, or are you guys just booking it through?
I vote book it.
I think book it. If they're like kind of distracted in their own little
Mhm.
battle,
We're-
I think if
we're
we just
not
book
sh-
it,
We're not shooting at either side. We're not involved. We're just trying to get from point
yeah.
like
Yeah.
hopefully, yeah, we won't be a target.
Okay. So from what I kind of heard, H3, you are first in line because you ran out first. Tana just behind him, then Curl and Reyna carrying the supplies. That puts you in the back, Vox, which has kind of been your MO so far. Is that right? Okay. So I want everybody. Oh, you guys said you weren't making it stealthy. So you guys run through the market. You're almost there. In fact, H3, you are able to get into the starport dock. Tana, you are just about behind. The big Wookiee and the small little girl carrying a large chest draws the attention of a few of the stormtroopers, and they turn around and say, "You there, freeze." First off question, does anyone freeze? Does anyone actually stop?
I'm going
Just keep going.
trying to pull it to go.
Okay, so Tana, you kind of don't see this. You're just about in the door. Curl and Reyna, your hands are both full carrying this. So at least Vox, you see these two stormtroopers raise their blaster rifles towards your duty to protect. What do you do?
I'll take out both of my pistols and I'll shoot them first.
Okay, I want you to make an easy, cool check to see if you can pull it out first.
Box shot first. But the name of the episode right there, probably.
1 success and 2 advantages.
Okay, not only you're cool, but I'm gonna for each
Super
advantage,
cool.
I'm gonna give you a boost dice on. You're gonna make a medium range light check to hit these two stormtroopers. So it's your ranged light and 2 purple, plus 2 boosts, so 2 blue die.
Okay, so what am I rolling? Which ones?
Your ranged light stat,
What's that?
It's
under combat skills on page 1.
Okay, combat skills. Range light.
Yep.
2 yellows and 1 green. Okay.
And it's going to be 2 purple, and make sure you add 2 boost dice, 2 of the blue dice.
2 blue dice. Okay. And that's it.
Yep. So go ahead and roll and give me the result of that.
5 success and then 1 threat.
Holy shit. Okay. So for the 5 success, I'm going to say you're able to get a shot off with each of them. Normally, that amount of success would roll into advantage, and I do critical hits, but I'm just going to have you kill these guys because with that many successes, I feel like you should. So just
Oh,
pull
yeah.
out
Yeah,
Boom,
wipe
boom.
them.
straight in the head.
Badass.
With the threat, the rest of the stormtroopers do notice you guys. So I'm going to need you, Vox, to make, what is it? An athletics check to run fast enough to get up to the starship. The rest of you guys are loading on the dock with Dax.
Is there any purples I gotta do?
It's just 1. You're used to this kind of thing.
So 1. Okay.
Yeah.
2 successes and 1 advantage.
All right. Yeah. You run past and dive on board, no problem.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are all boarded aboard the ship.
Raina's like low key impressed by him, and she's not easily impressed. So
Yeah.
it says a lot. She doesn't say anything, but she just kind of does like a little like eyebrow raise at him. Like,
Respect.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm totally pestering Raina about how the hell she did that. Like pinching her arms, like, what the fuck happened? How did you? I was struggling with the.
I work out.
And I look at Curl and I go,
Okay.
what do you
Okay. Okay.
you know?
I can't do that shit. I'm sorry. Whatever.
Yeah, you can do other things. It's okay.
With 15 minutes left,
We're almost done.
Sorry, guys.
I will say X is kind of confused. He's within the ship now,
Mhm.
but he is looking very, very steadfast at Dax with a little bit different mechanical intent.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll get back to this in just a second. You guys pile aboard the ship. Dax goes into the pilot seat. H3, you go into the co-pilot seat right next to him. The rest of you load aboard. I'm going to move us over to the spaceship.
Phew.
Got a whole damn ship.
We're on a whole damn ship.
Damn ship. Dax says, strap in, guys. He takes off through the atmosphere. You guys can hear as the Imperial asks for codes. He says, hold on a second, mutes the comm, says, H3, punch the hyperspace now. And I'm guessing you're just like staring at him the whole time as you push the lever forward and you guys go out into hyperspace. Now, because we're near the end here, H3, I think next time we're going to start with that check of you investigating Dax a little bit more. We're going to sort of have the end of episode exposition. So as you guys settle into hyperspace, Dax comes out into the main room where you guys are all gathered. Says, okay, gathered friends, I've got some good news and some bad news. Which do you want first?
I'm gonna go ditto, space buddy, but you go first. And I'm already rudely checking out his hollow chess table to make sure it works. Like not even looking at him, but like I got stuff to say too, but you go first.
Yeah.
With the hollow chess, like making sure I can play it.
Give us the bad news.
Okay. Ossus is under total Imperial blockade. The only thing allowed in and out are Imperial shuttles. But good news, good news. There's a planet not too far off that they've been using for repairs. I know a guy, I've got a friend who's saying there's an Imperial shuttle parked in his dock right now. He'll leave the door open for us. We just walk in and take the shuttle and we get there no problem. How's that sound?
Sounds like a load of frickin' Jawa shit. But
Do you have an option walking carpet?
I was
No.
about to say the same thing. So we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
not actually saying, I'm getting used to not flipping
Yeah.
you off.
We can do that in this game. New game.
I'm sorry, I'm just so used to it.
Yeah.
So the bad news is Ossus.
Mhm.
We can't really get into it. However, the good news is Dax has a shuttle that he believes can get us in there.
He knows where to steal a shuttle to get there.
Okay. Thank you.
And how much do you owe the friend on this next planet?
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, that was my thing.
Oh, did the Beastless give you a little trouble? Don't worry, we're not going back there.
Yeah, I figured that was your plan. Thanks for not leaving us, I guess. That's my good news. You didn't leave us.
I know you guys are good for the money.
Okay. Are you going to send us in blind to this next person? Or is there anything else we need to know before we get there? Or are you just going to fill us in?
No, and don't worry. The next time we'll go as a group. Obviously, I can't leave you guys alone. Otherwise, the whole planet erupts in a firefight. So, don't worry. The next time I'll introduce you to my friend. You're going to love this guy. Scoundrel, gambler, great guy.
The droid X stands up and kind of gets really close to Dex.
Hello there, bud.
Tell me more. I need to know more. I don't understand. Why did you hire me? And he just
Well-
starts like hitting him with questions. That's one of them. But
Yeah.
in a later episode, like I'm gonna question.
So I think we'll start next time with the interrogation. But he says, H3, I did not hire you. I purchased you. I own you.
Okay.
On that note, I think you need to take a nap. And then hits the button for your restraining bolt and you deactivate. Dunk.
My bleeding heart goes, wasn't very nice.
I'm
It's a
bummed.
thing.
I'm bummed because I was going to play the droid in Hollow Chess.
Yeah, that table doesn't work.
Or I was going to make the droid fix the Hollow Chess table. Either way, the droid's asleep
Okay.
now and I can't make him do it.
It's all right. I can try and fix it for you.
You have a toolkit,
Mhm.
Curly.
I'm just sure the droid's better.
Yeah.
You won't know until you try. God,
So,
I need a snack.
yeah, you guys are now in hyperspace for about the next week aboard the Siren is the name of his ship. And we will pick up next time with you guys in hyperspace headed to the planet Ossus. Alrighty, guys. Bye.
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 Bye.